Hey YouTube, it's Logan Renee. Thank you all for joining me on this video as I talk about 3 things that I think that we all need to walk away from and continue to walk away from these things, because it's not like it's one and done with these things. But if these situations keep popping up, it's something you need to remind yourself of that you have chosen to walk away from. The first thing is anger. All of us need to walk away from anger, especially during this time, especially during what's going on in our country and around the world. It's a lot of stuff to be angry about, but that doesn't mean that we have to choose to be angry. It's truly a choice. And in the book Boundaries, Dr. Cloud and Dr. Townsend talks about they said that anger does not understand time. I threw the book across the room. I didn't even want to read anymore because I was like, oh my God. That is so true. It does not understand time. You have to understand that it's time to let the anger go. Anger will stay in you for the rest of its life, or the rest of your life, really, because that's just what it does. That's what anger is. You know, it's a feeling that comes over us that we have to choose to release or not release. And that's why I call it like a hidden control. You don't even know it's there. It's like tucked away until somebody's name pop up or something, or some type of conversation comes up that's very, very uncomfortable for you, and you just all of a sudden just pop up. It's certain stuff that I just don't talk about at work anymore, because people are not going to view stuff the way you view it. People are not going to understand how you grew up, things that you went through, if they have never been through it or they didn't grow up that way. So I'm like, why am I talking about this? Why am I so turned up right now? This is a professional environment and I'm a professional woman. So why even bring up the topic? You know you're going to turn up about it. Don't talk about it. Just some stuff, don't even talk about it. Anger controls your mood. It controls how you treat people. It controls the energy you bring into a workspace. You know, it really is how people's going to deal with you. You know, if they know you're going to get turned up about a certain topic, they're going to like sneak around you and talk about it. They're not even talk about it with you because they know you look cuckoo. And really, anger blocks our blessings. So like I said, we have to choose to release anger, or not even put ourselves in those conversations or put ourselves at those tables where we know, anger is going to be released from us. We have to learn how to control our anger and walk away from certain topics, certain things that we know, will put us in a state that we don't want to be in, or we've already freed ourselves from. Don't let it fester. Immediately address it. Go ahead and release it and let it go, because you don't want it to steal your progress time. You don't want it to steal your blessings. You don't want it to be something that controls you, for sure. I think it's the first thing that we need to walk away from. The second thing is something I truly believe in my whole heart keeps a lot of women bound, and it's their ex-boyfriend, ex-bae, ex-fiance, XXXXX. We definitely have to walk away from talking about it. We talk about our exes too much. They are always in a conversation. They always popping up on the phone, at work, just randomly popping up. And for what? It's something we have to walk away from. And it's so funny because the evidence or the remnants of him always pops up in the conversation. That's how sometimes somebody's not over a person, or that person's still, in your mind or in your heart, because remnants of him keep popping up in every single conversation. It's like, oh my God, playing the same song, always. And as women, our problem is we tell the same story to too many people. We tell the same story. We tell Facebook, Instagram, in the caption, Twitter. We call everybody, tell people, random people at work, which I don't even understand why that happens. We play the same K. Michelle sad songs, just to get us. I don't know why we even do it to ourselves. We know it's not helping us, and we have to get to a place where we want to be free from that always being something that snatches us right back. All the growth, all the progress, one conversation about an ex just snatch us back. Something that Tony Robbins said that I really love in his book, Master the Game. He said, I realized that my biography is not my destiny. and my past is not my future. Your past relationship, the past that you created with this person, that does not have to be the picture that you create with your next boyfriend, fiance, or husband, or whatever. That does not have to be the same story, the same plot. And it's probably because you weren't even supposed to be with old boy over here anyway. You know, you were never supposed to be with him. So don't let what happened in your past relationship be a defining factor of how the rest of your relationships are going to go. And a lot of us, we do disservice to ourselves, because what we do is we lug around or carry bags that God told us to drop in 2010 or 1997. You know, or 2 weeks ago. He told us to release those bags and to drop them and give them to him. And a lot of us are still carrying around that stuff, and we're really doing a disservice to ourselves. Especially if you're carrying the weight of somebody who has moved on. This man got 5, 6, 7 kids by somebody else, and they live in Alaska. And you still talking about him. You know, he has clearly moved on. That's something we can steal from men. When they move on, they gone. We need to be the same way, you know, truly moving on from the conversation, moving on from the feelings, moving on from the back and forth of what happened. Truly moving on. Something that totally got me together was one of my coaches. I was telling her what happened with my ex and broke my heart and blah, blah, blah. She said, this is the last time you gonna tell this story. This is the last time you're gonna bring it up. This is the last time you're going to relive what happened. Because anytime we go back and forth and we keep telling these same stories, we're reliving what happened. We're hurting ourselves more. It's like we put a Band-Aid over the wound and then we ripping it off. You know, with every time we tell the story, that's exactly what we're doing. So I'm going to tell you the same thing. The last time you told the story of what happened with you and your ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-bae, ex, let that be the last time that you bring up that story, that you tell somebody what happened, because the only thing that you're doing is damaging you, you know, because you're reliving it every time. Last thing, walk away from being ungrateful. Walk away from being ungrateful. Grateful people are usually happy people. They're the happiest, you know, because they're always finding joy in something. Even if it's stuff going wrong, they like, you know what? But I'm still alive. I'm still cute. You could always go back to that. Be like, well, at least I'm still cute. Grateful people are usually happy people. Robert Morris said, gratitude is the attitude of being grateful. Gratitude is nothing but an attitude of you choosing to be grateful. That's how we should look at every situation in our life. There's too many people that are going through way worse things than we will ever go through. And they're more grateful than us. And that's backwards. We should be more grateful because we have more things that we've prayed for and we've actually been given, you know. This is what I do. I exercise I think that everybody should at least attempt to do it. I write down 5 to 10 grateful things I'm grateful for every single day. I keep the journal beside my bed. Something I definitely have to work on is when I go out of town, I leave my book here because I don't want to lose it and I don't want to leave it anywhere. So maybe I have to get me like a traveling gratitude journal because that one is really special to me. That's something I have to work on. But for you, get a journal that you write down every single day, 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for, and then I write down three things that I learned that day. 3 things that I learned that day. So, you know, if I listen to a podcast or a video, I try to take one nugget. So from this video, try to take one nugget that you can write down tonight and say, you know, I learned this. Because when you hear it and then you write it down, it's like you've heard it twice. I got that from Jim Quick. Shout out to Jim. He's like a brain specialist. But you really do. It's like you learn it twice and you kind of teaching yourself after you write it down. And then he said another way where you can, a quicker way of learning or retaining the information is not only hearing it, writing it down, and then you go teach it to somebody else. So that's three times that you've come in contact with that one thing. So try that exercise. Seriously. Write down 3 to 5 or 5 to 10 different things that you are grateful for every single day, and then write down 3 things that you learned. It really will put you in a state of actually being grateful. And then another thing that I do, I don't write down just stuff that happened with my life. If my best friend gets engaged, or my sister, you know, gets a car, or, you know, my cousin throws the football and or catches the football because he's a wide receiver, catches the football, you know, I'm like, yay. You know, today, you know, Jordan got a touchdown, or whatever it is. You know, I write down other people's successes also, because they're attached to me, you know. So it doesn't have to be all about you. Your gratitude journal does not have to be all about you. You can make it about people that you love. You know, I even wrote down that my dad calls me now. You know, we don't have the relationship that I would want, but it's better than, you know, where it was. So I'm grateful for that. You know, find things to be grateful for. So those are the things that I think all of us need to walk away from on a consistent basis. Talking about your ex all the time, not being grateful, and for sure we need to walk away from anger. Make sure you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you all. You get the updates and notifications when I come online. I post videos at least twice a week. Something on health, something on life, something on the soul, so that we can grow together. Make sure you all subscribe and check out the website, which is mine, the LoganDesignProject.com, LoganDesignProject.com. And we update the website every week with different sweatshirts, t-shirts, different designs that I know that you're going to love. So go ahead and check out our website tonight, and have a good day.